Hey y'all, it says all signs should you reach out to them part 2. And so basically we're going to start with Gemini because we already did Aries and Taurus. So we're going to do Gemini all the way from Gemini to Pisces. So 10 signs in all in this spread. We already did Aries and Taurus. Look back to part 1 if you're an Aries or a Taurus. All right. So should Gemini reach out to this person that they're thinking of? Should Gemini reach out to the person that they're thinking of? Gemini, what would happen if Gemini reached out to the person they were thinking of? Please, Gemini, the zodiac sign of Gemini. All right, 2 more shuffles and we're ready. All right, Gemini. Let's see. So the first card represents how they would feel if you reached out. Second card is how they would respond, all right? And the third card is where it would end up between you two. So how they would feel is the Magician card. So if you reached out to them, Gemini, somebody's an Aries with that Magician card there. If you reached out to them, they would think that basically you're trying to make it happen with them. They would also feel like they want to make it happen with you. All right, let me clarify. Wait 1 second. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. Okay, now I get it. Okay, I'm glad I laid that card out. So if you reached out to this person, they would think that basically you're trying to make it happen with them, or they would feel like you're trying, okay, so they're reaching out because they want to make it happen now, or they want to basically make this work. But the issue is they would respond by not giving you a second chance. So if you reached out to this person, I don't think they would want to give you a second chance. They also may feel like you're very manipulative, or like you don't, like you're, hey, Mitch P, hey, blah, blah. They may feel like you're manipulative, or that you would be, if you reached out, they still think you're a trickster or someone who's manipulative, all right, is what it's telling me. And how they would respond is they wouldn't give you a second chance. So even if they responded or not, they still don't want to do this again or give it a second chance, Gemini, all right? Where it would end up is the Queen of Swords. So they may just not really be, they may be very detached, or you may, they may be cutting you out of their life. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you got Aries here too. Could be a fire sign. Why is a Magician how they would feel? If they would probably feel like basically you're trying to make it happen with them, or like you're very manipulative, all right? Yeah, so if you reached out, they would think that you basically, this person may think that you're dishonest. I'm not saying you are, but they may think that you are unjustified, or like things are just not really right with you, all right? They would probably think that you're up to no good, and therefore they wouldn't give you a second chance. They may cut you out. They would cut you out of their life, basically. Don't do it. Don't reach out. At least for the month of September, at least, all right? All right, let's go with Gemini. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, what would happen if Cancer reached out to this person, please? Simran Kelsey, what's up? What would happen if Cancer reached out to this person, please? Just Jess, what's up? Christina Hawkins, thank you. Terrell Tellum, what's up? All right, Cancer, let's see. What would happen if you reached out? How they'd feel if you reached out is they'd feel, well, they'd feel like basically they'd want to forgive, like basically there would be forgiveness between you two, all right? There would be forgiveness between you two. They may have had heartbreak over you, but if you reach, somebody's an air sign, if you reached out, they would be very forgiving towards you, or they'd want forgiveness from you. So whether you were the one that did wrong, they did wrong, there would be forgiveness between you two, all right? How they would respond? Well, see, the thing is, they may just want, if you reached out, they wouldn't be disappointed, but the thing is they're trying to get over the situation, all right? Cancer, somebody's an earth sign or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't think they would offer you, I don't think they would reach out to you back or respond to you. And if they did, they wouldn't take it very seriously. So keep in mind, some of you, the person may reach back out to you or not, all right? No matter what the reading says, but if they still wouldn't take it seriously, or they still wouldn't offer you anything of value, all right, if you reached out. They may just want to heal some past wounds between you and them. They just kind of want to get over the situation. So if you reached out, basically what I'm getting here is there just needs to be forgiveness between you two, and you both need to move on, honestly, because I feel like they wouldn't even take you seriously, honestly, is what I'm getting from this, Cancers, all right? Where it would end up, yeah, someone would eventually get out of this situation, or just be very sneaky still, or just not really reliable, all right? So it's not even worth you reaching out to this person, maybe just to forgive, whether they need to forgive you, you need to forgive them, all right? You both need forgiveness, you both need to move on, but where it would end up, it still would not be a very stable thing, all right? The sneakiness will still remain, whether it was you being sneaky or them, the deception will still remain, all right? Yeah, I feel like they want to get out. So I wouldn't reach out to them unless you just want to heal some past wounds, or basically, I keep getting that basically some of you may forgive this individual, or may be forgiven whoever the one was doing wrong, all right? All right. All right, Leo. All right, Leo. Aries, Taurus, Cancer. Leo. All right, Leo. What would happen if Leo reached out? What would happen if Leo reached out? Hey, Tinkerbell. Indecision will still remain, Leo, if you reach. Okay. How they'd feel, they basically would feel like they don't want to stick around. They don't want to stick around. I mean, I feel like there may be an exchange between you two. Like there would be a response. You probably get a response from this person. There may be an exchange between you two. All right. For some of you, this person, let's see, they would eventually hold themselves back from you, though. That I don't feel like they would extend all their energy to this, but there would be a response, is what it's telling me. But it's saying basically that they would think, how they would see. Yeah. So they would see you as someone who's offering emotion. So if you reached out, Leo, they would see it as you're trying to offer your emotion to them. But at the same time, I don't feel like they plan to stick around or would stick around. All right. But there would be a response. Yeah. It'd be a slow response. They would respond. There would be some type of an exchange between you two, whether it's communication, whatnot. But the thing is, eventually someone would hold themselves back. All right. I feel like they would hold themselves back. There needs to be a risk taken, all right, as well, right? Something to Aries. There needs to be a risk taken. All right, someone needs to jump into this, or like give it. Someone would have to take a risk, but I feel like someone would hold themselves back from taking a risk. That's the issue. Hey, Mama, how you doing? It would be. They would respond. It'd be a very slow response. They'd go very slowly toward you, kind of cautious. There would be an exchange, but I don't feel like they plan to stick around. All right, is what it's telling me. Is what it's telling me. All right. Virgo. What about Virgo? What about Virgo? What would happen if Virgo reached out? What would happen if Virgo reached out? What would happen if Virgo reached out? All right. All right. Let's do this. So how they would feel is the first card. How they would feel is, well, they feel like they can't move on from you completely, Virgo. So they can't move on from you. But the issue is they'd hold back from you. They wouldn't express themselves fully. I do feel like a part of them is holding on to this. If you reached out, they'd want to come back to you. I feel like this person, they'll cling to you, Virgo. All right. But they may have issues opening up to you entirely. Somebody it's an air sign or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. That's what it's telling me. Where it would end up is there will be a final decision. Maybe we're going to see what. All right. Yeah. If you reached out, they would want to grow with you. They would want to expand with you. If you reached out, they feel like you are someone that they could expand with, grow with. All right. But the thing is, they have issues opening up, is what I keep getting. And due to that, it'd be an issue with this starting or getting off the ground, all right, is what it's telling me. Fire sign, earth sign, some of you air too. Most likely outcome, yeah. This could end up in a good situation, but it'd be a lack of it starting or a lack of a new start because I feel like they're unwilling to open up completely or entirely, all right? Where it would end up, I feel like you two could be together. All right, I feel like you two could be together. There'd be a final decision to make this partnership go further. All right, but my only warning is that they have issues opening up. That's what would cause it not to start, Virgo. All right. Okay, Libra. What about Libra? What would happen if Libra reached out? What would happen if Libra reached out? What would happen if Libra reached out to the person they're thinking of? What would happen if Libra reached out to the person that they're thinking of, please? Okay, 2 more shuffles. Okay. All right, here we go. Damn it. It's a water sign, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right. So if you reached out, they would think basically that they would feel good if you reached out. They'd want to work together with you. All right, is what it's telling me. All right, so they would make a final decision that they want to put work into this if you reached out. All right. They definitely want to cooperate with you, all right? They'd be very cooperative towards you. Most likely outcome, but somewhat, let's say the guard's too up. The guard's too up. That's the issue. Whether it be your guard is too heavily up or they are. But I feel like they honestly would want to partner up with you, all right? But someone in this equation is unwilling to change, unfortunately, whether it be you or them. I feel like they want to partner up with you. They'd feel happy if you partner, they would reach back out to you. Yeah, they would take their time in this connection. They may take their time reaching back out to you or responding to you, but you would get a response, all right? I feel like they want to move forward with you, all right, slowly but surely, but they want to move forward with you. But the issue is, yeah, someone's going to reject the love because they're too guarded, too defensive. Someone's got their guard up too heavily for the love to prosper. All right? What it's telling me. They may have think that see, I think this person thinks that you may have left this situation or that you are no longer sticking around in this. They may be under that impression that you're no longer focused on them or whatnot. But I feel like they would want to partner up with you. All right, is what it's telling me. All right. Here we go. Oh shit, wrong way. Damn. Oh no, that's okay. Here we go. Scorpio for the next, or who, actually, what would happen if Scorpio reached out? What would happen if Scorpio reached out? What would happen if Scorpio reached out? If you're dealing with an air sign, Scorpio, this person is going to return to you, all right? All right, here we go. So here we go. If you reached out, this person would be very happy, Scorpio, if you reached out to them. They'd be very happy. And they would apologize for things they may have done, or you may apologize to them. Whoever did wrong, there would be an apology or things that get settled between you two, all right? So the conflict would not continue or start, all right? They'd be very happy if you reached out, all right? But the issue is someone would eventually stop offering their love, whether it be you doing that or them. Someone has some jealousy issues or issues with jealousy as well. Could be anything. All right. If you reached out, they would be happy. They would be happy. But the thing is, they may be very focused on their money right now or their career. But if you reached out, they would be happy. All right. They also may think you're very self-centered as well, or basically someone's very self-centered, focused on their money at this current moment. All right. But yeah, they would respond to you. They may apologize to you, or if it's not an apology, they just wouldn't come at you with conflict. They would respond to you. Things would get settled between you two, all right? No more conflict between you two would happen or would start, all right, is what it's telling me. Yeah, but the most likely outcome is either you'd be single from this or they would, because someone would just still be single in the end because someone stops offering their love, all right? So you'd still end up being single from this person. They end up being single from you. That's the issue, Scorpio, all right? There may be 3 people involved as well. That 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. What would happen if Sagittarius reached out to this person? What would happen if Sagittarius reached out to this person, please? Thank you, Elizabeth Juarez. I'm an Aries. If you were asking me, I'm an Aries. Sagittarius. How they would feel if you reached out is. Thank you, Nicole. So they wouldn't feel they still would lack that mojo to move forward with you, Sagittarius. Somebody's a fire sign, could be any sign. They also may feel like you're a very self-centered individual, or someone would just be very self-centered. If you reached, how they'd respond, let's see. Yeah, I don't think they would really want to respond to you, or they would basically, I don't feel like they want to deal with this anymore. That's what I get from this. So if you reached out, they wouldn't really see it as a positive thing. They would basically see it as a negative thing if you reached out. All right, and they don't want to deal with this anymore. Where it would end up, yeah, it would be very one-sided. Don't reach out. Absolutely not. It'd end up in a one-sided situation again. It'd still be one-sided. All right. The thing is, if you reach out to this person, they'd feel like I feel like this person would want a new start with you. But the thing is, they may feel like you have negative motives, or they wouldn't know what your motive is. But at the same time, I don't feel like they want to deal with this, honestly. Yeah, they wouldn't even respond. I'd be surprised if they respond. I'd be surprised if they even respond, because they still wouldn't move their ass. They don't want to deal with this, and it'd be one-sided. Yeah, it'd be very one-sided. So be careful you come back around too, or vice versa, all right? Sagittarius, be careful. You come. It's like the water sign as well. The Eight of Cups. All right, here we go. Capricorn. Capricorn. What would happen if Capricorn reached out to this individual? Thank you, Bianca. Sep324. What would happen if Capricorn reached out to this person, please? Yes, Eric. 1 year from now. 1 year from now. All right, here we go. Capricorn. What would happen? How they would feel if you reached out is, yeah, they'd be very defensive. They'd feel, they'd probably reject you, or they'd feel, basically you'd feel like, if you reached out, they would feel very defensive. Like, why is this person reaching out to me, or very defensive? I get that immediately. How they'd respond is, well, they probably wouldn't be a response, or they would just feel like, basically, they'd be very dishonest towards you. They wouldn't be completely honest. If you get a response, that is. Some of you won't get a response at all. For the ones that do get a response, it'll be very dishonest communication. All right, it's not the total truth. Something's a Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Yeah, it would end up right back to square one. The communication would stop. Nothing would come good of this. All right, they're too guarded. Yeah, they may feel like you're up to no good, or they may feel like basically they don't want to stick around. All right, they basically, I'm not getting that this would end up in a good. Yeah. They're too stuck on what happened in the past between you two for things to get right between you two. Eventually, yeah, there'd be a missed opportunity, unfortunately, between you two. I don't feel like it would go anywhere. It would just be another missed opportunity, or it wouldn't really go to anywhere. All right, is what it's telling me. Capricorn, be aware of who you reached out to. I mean, it's another earth sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio too. I got all the signs there. All right, Aquarius. What would happen if Aquarius reached out? 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 Thank you, Sophia Brown. Thank you. What would happen if Aquarius reached out? Thank you, M. What would happen if Aquarius reached out? So basically, you would get a response, Aquarius. If you reached out, you would get a response, but they wouldn't. I feel like this person doesn't want to give you a second chance, honestly. They would feel like, basically, they may have felt like you were very dishonest in the past, or like you wouldn't be completely honest with them. That's how they feel. That's how they would feel. And they wouldn't want to give you a second chance. Now, it could go vice versa. They may feel guilty for things they did. You may not give them a second chance, but you're the one reaching out. So therefore, how they would feel is like basically they don't want to stick around in this because either they felt like you were dishonest, or they just don't want to deal with it, and there wouldn't be a second chance between you two, or they don't want to give it a second chance. 5 of Wands reverse, but I feel like you would get a response. Like they wouldn't give you a conflict. You would get a response. But someone here, I don't know if it's you or them, does not want to give a second chance because of past things that were done, that happened, all right? I don't know if that's you or them. Apply it to yours. But someone would eventually walk away. You would eventually walk away, or they would, all right? Someone would eventually walk away. Also, I'm getting that someone may already be involved. If not, it's just that basically, I feel like eventually someone will walk away from this situation, all right? You would get a response. I feel like you would clear the air with this person or come out of conflict with them. But I'm getting at someone past behavior. Someone doesn't want to give a second chance to you, or you don't want to give a second chance to them. Or someone doesn't need to give a second chance to the situation. There's a lot of deception in the past, all right, is what it's telling me. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Wrong way. Okay. What about Pisces? What would happen if Pisces reached out? What would happen if Pisces reached out? All right, here we go. If you reached out, this person basically is done with you, Pisces. Somebody's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you reached out, they would feel like things are at the end. Like things are basically ended between you two. They feel like things are done between you two. If they responded, you'd still notice that they're focused on things that happened in the past. So like basically, you'd notice that basically they wouldn't be putting all their attention on this because they're still. I feel like this person basically is they were disappointed with the way things went between you and them, honestly. So if you reached out to them, I feel like they would end this with you, all right? Or they basically would feel like things are at the end. What I get from this is if you reached out, they'd be like, I thought things were done. Why are they reaching back out? I thought things were done. All right? Five of Cups is how they would respond. So if they responded, it wouldn't be very good communication, all right? Someone's too focused on what happened in the past or what happened for things to prosper. That's the issue where it would end up. I feel like eventually this person may put work. I feel like this could work out, but someone needs to stop focusing on what happened in the past for it to work out. All right. If you reached out to them, Pisces, they would think you're very. They basically think that you're very dependent. I'm having a tongue twisters like a motherfucker. I can't even talk today. Communication would be horrible between you two. Basically, Nine of Pentacles reverse. How they would feel is, I feel like they still cling to you or still want to be with you in a sense that they thought things were done. All right, they thought things were done if you reached out. Nine of Pentacles reverse, but they still cling to you. Or someone here is very clingy. They may feel that way about you, or you may feel that way about them. Someone's clingy. Yeah, they would respond if this person would offer you emotion, or they have emotion for you, but someone's too focused on what happened in the past. But eventually, I'm seeing the possibility that work would be put in, but someone's too secretive, too defensive, too guarded. That's the issue. Or someone's just too secretive overall. All right, is what it's telling me. All right, Jesus, I was really struggling throughout this whole video because I could not, my intuition, it sucked. But anyways, I'm going to leave it up just for the ones that want to hear it. But I don't feel like I did my best, but I'm going to leave it up. All right, here we go. Collective. All right, what would happen if collectively, if everybody in the collective, what would happen if they reached out to the person that they're thinking of? All right. Okay, 2 more shuffles, collective, and we're done. All right. All right. I don't even feel collectively what I'm getting is how this person would feel if you reached out. Basically, there'd be a lot of conflict between you two if you reached out, honestly. I feel like someone is way too focused on being single, being independent, very non-committal. That's the issue, whether that be you or them. So you know that that's not you, that could be them. They're very focused on that. They'd respond by not offering you emotion back. That's the issue. So if you reached out to this person, they'd be very unavailable to you emotionally. It's because they don't want to deal with it, all right? That's what it's telling me. It wouldn't go anywhere because I don't think they want to deal with this anymore, honestly. It wouldn't be a new start. This is for the collective, all right? And there's a lot of conflict between you two. Conflict would stop you two from moving forward. Also, their lack of offering you emotion, all right, is what it's telling me. They wouldn't respond emotionally is what I'm trying to say, all right? So with that being said, someone's too focused on being single, being independent, all right? So with that being said, y'all, if I ever decide to do that spread again, I'm going to change the positions up because I was getting very confused throughout the whole reading on what positions were what. But anyways, with that being said, AK Moon, I can't wait to get my birth time. I want my astrology read. I want it again. All right. With that being said, y'all have a good one. All right.